guys, it's me back here on Witches of the Moon. My name is Jay. I was the person who started Witches of the Moon, suddenly left, and I am very happy to return. Big shout out to everybody that's in Witches of the Moon. Thank you all for letting me return as a co-host on Tuesday alongside Bay Moon. So yes, I'll be here, I'll be doing alternative Tuesdays, so this will be our first Tuesday. I'll be back again in a fortnight. We have lots of really interesting topics coming up. Really stay tuned. I'm really looking forward to getting these videos made and getting them out there to you lot. So I believe this week's video is all about altars and their uses. So currently you're in my new witchy room that I've got in my new house. So behind me is my altar, and you're actually sat on an altar that I'm currently working on, because that's the best place I could put it for now. So yeah, let me grab my notes and we shall get into a bit about altars and different uses for them. Yeah, it should be a really good week. Stay tuned, I'll be right back in a second. Okay, so you're looking at my working altar. Like I said, I've just moved into my new house, so this has been put together and it is missing a few things up here. But at the moment I have my Book of Shadows, a pen just to the left hand side of it. I keep my crystals and my stones over here on the left hand side. 2 candles, my mortar and pestle in the middle. I would normally have a cauldron here sat on top of this soapstone. Get my incense, 2 different types of incense I burn. I keep them here to the right hand side. My wand, which is in the box just there. On either side of my altar I do keep some salt lamps as well. They're not necessary, I just like them to be there. So with it being a working altar, it's going to get messy. It's going to get wax on there, it's going to get dust on there, which is why I like to keep a working altar and sort of some what I call sacred altars that I like to keep very clean and pristine. On a working altar you're going to get things knocked over, you're going to get things damaged, and yeah, so things like your altar cloth you don't want to get too precious about, because if wax lands on that you're not going to get it off. So and that product can also remove colour from my experience, so it can bleach your altar cloths. So any type of cloth you use on your altar, make sure it's not too expensive and that you're not going to get too attached to it for your working altar anyway. So yeah, so over here, this is my new project that I'm working on, and one of my altars is going to be my fairy altar. On here I keep an oil burner, 2 candles burning, and I do have some little fairies displayed. And I also keep 2 little mice to either side. Okay, so this is an altar that I do need to keep working on. There needs to be some offering dishes on here, some fairy incense I want to make as well. Okay, and another altar that I use, it's not necessarily an altar but I treat it like one, it's a place where I do my tarot card reading. I keep it very clean, dust free, and I keep a very neat, tidy altar cloth in there. I just like to respect the place that I do tarot card readings, so I do keep a little bit of oil burning as well, my moon oil burner. Okay, so I thought it'd be best to start off showing you guys with my altar. I mean, altars can be used for many different reasons, for many different purposes. You can have an altar for the dead, which is what I'm going to create downstairs. So if you go online, something like Wikipedia, and type in altars, they do describe lots of different altars that you can have, and also different religions that have altars. So Wikipedia is actually a really good tool to use for research on things like this. So yeah, so that's my altar, my working altar. I'm going to be working on lots of other altars throughout my home. You don't have to keep them in a witchy room, you can have them anywhere, you can even have them in your bathroom. So yeah, I'll be right back with you, 1 second. Okay, so now you've seen my altar spaces, I'm just going to do a quick little last bit of my video. Thank you for watching it if you've got this far. So you've seen altars, you know probably a lot about altars anyway, but you don't have to have an altar like mine, you don't have to have it as big as mine, or anything like that. You can have a tiny little altar. I mean, there is portable altars out there that you can get that's probably as big as this. An altar is It can be a sacred place, it can be a working altar like mine. I prefer to have a working altar, a place that can get messy. I don't mind herbs going everywhere, candle wax going places and stuff like that. I like to work like that with witchcraft. I like to be able to carve candles and chuck everything about places, which is why I want the space. And then I do like to have some smaller altars that I like to keep very clean and pristine, such as the one I'm currently creating for my fairy altar. On that space I will keep it clean and tidy and probably do it every other day or something like that, give it a quick dust. So yeah, so altars are completely down to you. You don't have to have every single book in at all. You don't have to have everything that you've seen on my altar. It's just not necessary. It's your altar, you decide what you're going to have on that altar. Excuse me. So yeah, let's look at my big notes. An altar can contain many different things, like I said. You can have wands, athames, pentacles, bowls for salt and water, herbs, crystals, mortar and pestle, god, goddess, oil burners, incense burners, you name it, you can probably have everything on there. But I like just to have the things I want. Same for you guys, you have things that you want. I mean, I have seen some people's videos that are, their altars are pristine, literally. They would probably cry if something was spilt on there, like wax or something like that. So yeah, so it's completely up to you how you keep your altar, where you put your altar. You do not have to have it in a witchy room, you don't have to have it in a sacred altar room or anything like that. You can have an altar outdoors, you can have an altar in your kitchen. It's up to you again where you have it. There's no specific rules on, you know, you must have your altar in a witchy room or in a certain space. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, so anyone can create an altar, absolutely anybody. You decide what purpose you want the altar for, you start gathering the items together. As you see with my fairy altar, I'm slowly getting things together for that space. You can find a suitable location, somewhere where it's not going to get knocked. Some people follow different directions, north, east, south, west. So yeah, remember, it's an altar is a representation of yourself. It portrays who you are on that altar space. So yeah, have fun. Create an altar if you haven't done, or you know, do some video responses to this week's videos of showing off your own altars. And talk a bit about your own altars. That'd be really, really interesting. Do video responses, yeah, definitely. Yeah, so remember, there is in a couple of weeks' time a question and answer week coming up, so please do leave questions below on my video if you want to ask questions for me. Same again for anybody else, such as Erin, leave videos and questions on her video, and blah blah blah. What else? Anything else I want to say? I don't think so. Again, thank you everybody for having me back on Witches of the Moon. Very, very, very happy. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you everybody for watching today's video. Please do look below. There will be a link to my personal YouTube account. Go subscribe there. See what silly little videos I've been making. Yes. So glad to be back, and blessed be.